You guys can walk on. You probably didn't know this, but the best real estate strategy going into 2026 is independent living facilities. And here's why.
You don't need a license. You can be a for-profit or nonprofit like me, and you don't have to run through all of the red tape of licensures and all of that good stuff. You don't have to do that. So listen, you want to join us November the 1st for the ILF Anywhere Lunch and Learn with Derek and ourselves, the founders of Forston Consultants, where we're going to teach you all about the independent living facility. Derek, give them some insight on what they're going to learn in this event.
You guys probably also didn't know that we're the trademark holders of independent living facilities, and we can't wait to show you guys what we call the blueprint. That means I'm going to walk you guys step by step. It's very similar to my one-on-one coaching. It's just going to be condensed over 2 days. Visit ilfconsulting.org, and we'll see you in Jacksonville, Florida.
See you there.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I am your host, Mr. Derek Forston, and I'm super excited that you guys are here because y'all got a bunch of choices of where you could be, but y'all chose to be here, and we super appreciate that. So before we get too far, go ahead and put in the chat where you guys located, city and state. I want to just be nosy and know that. We're over here in Orlando, Florida. And then we'll also do a microphone check. I'm not very techie. So even though I know I got Shay here today, can three of y'all tell me in the chat, the Long family? Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. And then everybody else go ahead and put in the chat where you guys located. Then I want my wife to tell you guys who she is and what does she do. And we're going to jump right into the day because we got a bunch of stuff to cover. Shay, talk to him.
Hey guys, I'm Shanya Shay Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, co-founder of Forston Consultants. And again, I am excited to talk about ILF, the ILF Anywhere event in Jacksonville, Florida. That is coming up. Like, it is literally like about 2 weeks away, less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Did you realize that?
It's sneaking up on us.
It is happening fast and furious. How are we dressed alike today?
We are?
Yes.
With the white?
The white. Yeah. You're wearing Forston.
You like it or you don't like it?
I love it. But
oh, good, good. I thought you didn't like it or something.
You decided to dress like me. You copying me?
Actually, I didn't see you put your shirt on first, but when you're married and you're in sync, it just happens that way anyway.
I love it.
Anyway.
So I love it. But welcome everybody, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, to all of our people on all different platforms. I want to say good morning, happy Saturday. Thank you for joining us. Listen, I am excited about all things ILF this morning, this week. We've had a couple of days to kind of just regroup and gather our thoughts and start thinking and planning a little bit more for the upcoming event. So we're excited to even talk more about that. So I mean, today's topic is your network is your network.
Absolutely.
Network.
Absolutely.
So what's up with that?
So got a lot of stuff to talk about. So like Shay says, guys, can three of y'all put in the chat, what do you think of when you see a title that says your network is your net worth? Can three of y'all put in the chat, what does that mean to you? And then also, guys, I'll just kind of let the cat out the bag now. I got a pet peeve that I want to share with you all.
Oh, boy.
So make sure y'all stay to the end because I'm not sure if I'm going to announce it in the middle or the end, or do I just blabber it now? But I got a pet peeve.
I'm nervous.
Of just people in general. And I'll admit most of it's with entrepreneurs and business people. And I'm going to talk about that. Why does it scratch my skin so much for this certain pet peeve? And I want to find out if you're either one of the people that are like me and it bothers you, or you on the other side of it and you're that thing that scratches my skin.
Uh-oh, no.
We're going to talk about that.
The person that scratches your skin.
I hope they're not. But if they're honest, somebody going to tell me.
That's heavy, Derek.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yep.
You don't want to be the thing
Yep.
that scratches Derek's skin. I know I can be that a lot of times, but you don't want to be in that boat. I'm just being honest, right?
Also, who's new to us, right? Because we never want to just take for granted that everybody just knows who we are.
Right.
Because I love to give an intro all the time of who we are and what we do. But can you guys just put in the chat, Derek, I'm new to you, bro. Like, I don't know you. I saw you one time on TikTok. Derek, I saw them little baby things you was doing on Instagram.
Right.
Like, Derek, I don't really know you, but what you said caught my ear and I'm here now.
Yeah.
So let me know that if you guys are new to me, because I want to give an intro. And I'm so grateful for all of the new people that just keep finding us every day, every week. And I like to think that the first thing is that it's God, but the second thing, because we're just super consistent. It's hard to miss me on the internet, y'all. 7 days a week, Shay and I are on this YouTube channel. teaching you guys how to start your own independent living facility. And just like Miss Tina said, Tina, I'm new. Well, excuse me, you're new. Excuse me, let me reverse that. Tina, you new to me, but Tina, what you don't know is the very thing you're going to hear me talk about today. Like, I dreamed to be in this, and God messed around, and I'm going to use the word messed around. Shakina, God messed around and showed me a lady that was living my dream. And y'all, she was making $41,000 a month doing what I'm going to explain to y'all today. But the only difference is, Miss Cynthia, and good morning to you, is that she was doing it in rats and roaches. And Miss Tina, because I knew a lot of people wouldn't believe me the day I start to explain this and talk about it, I actually took pictures of it. I made videos of it. I talk about it 7 days a week, and I open no forum. And God has blessed Shay and I to go to a lot of places and speak and run this big mouth all over the world. And guys, I never go anywhere without telling people the original story. So Miss Diamond, good morning to you. Diamond, are you new to us? Because what I'm getting ready to do right here is just kind of interject. What started all of this?
A masterclass just for you.
And a masterclass too, a little bit in terms of what is this and how we get started. Diamond's in Detroit. Miss Diamond, can you tell me if you're new to us though? And then for everybody else, how did you find us? Was it TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, or YouTube? And Diamond says yes, and that's all I need. Once 2 people tell me they're new, I'm taking off. And then the last announcement for my people on TikTok, Chatter, or Clubhouse. If you're somewhere where you can only hear me, guys, please come to YouTube, because I'm getting ready to show you guys some stuff that I knew y'all weren't going to believe unless I took pictures of it.
Right.
So please, Miss Carol, good morning to you. You're in Kissimmee. And if I remember, Miss Carol, and my memory ain't the greatest, but if I remember, Miss Carol, you got a sister that I work with at the hospital I came from. Oh. Now, that's you, Miss Carol. Say, yeah, Derek, that's me. But if I'm way off, say, Derek, that ain't me, bro. I don't know you. But Miss Carol, if that's you, I think me and your sister work together at Park Place. So you, if anybody, know that this whole story is true.
Yeah.
And see what I love about Seidel, who I think is family to us now. Seidel told Diamond about us.
Really?
So watch this. Without further ado, here I go. And guys, my assistant Mar is in this room. Her name is actually Marielle. So most of y'all know Jess, most of y'all know Jen, but Mar is actually our AI assistant. She's our YouTube creator.
Hold on.
I got a bunch of titles for Mar.
When we say AI assistant, because they're used to talking to me from the digital film side. No, she's not that type of AI assistant. Right. She is one of our virtual assistants. That based out of the Philippines. Based out of the Philippines, that is phenomenal. Like she's honestly, to me, she's a brainiac. She's a whiz. We can give her projects on anything AI or tech, in regards to tech, and she takes it and runs with it. So today on Saturdays, it'll be her and Jennifer.
Jennifer and Mar rotate now.
Saturdays.
So last week you guys had Jennifer, who's also known as the grant giver.
Correct.
Mar is the same thing. Yeah. So they're going to be rotating now. So we're going to give Jennifer a little bit of a break on weekends.
Yep.
And if you all know us, we've never had weekend coverage. So can 10 of y'all say good morning to Mar? Yeah. Her name is Marielle. But we call her Mar or Mars because she is out of this world. So if 10 of y'all can just say good morning to Mar, I'd appreciate that. And also, if you're interested in our coaching, scholarships, discounts, she's in charge of all of that too. I'm not. So Mar not only runs our YouTube channel, she's super techie. She's building the bot that's going to replace me in 2026, and we'll talk about that later. And I've went years, guys, trying to get my channel monetized, and Mar was the only person that could figure it out. So one more time, Mar, if you can just say good morning to the people, let them know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them.
Yep,
so watch this. I'm finna take off running now because Shakina said that she's new to me. Diamond is new, and Diamond came from Seidel. Tina's new. Mary's family now, and good morning to everybody else that took time out your busy schedule to be here. And last morning for TikTok. If you're on TikTok, come over to YouTube at Forston Consultants. That's Forston. Because what I'm getting ready to show you guys now is a quick story that usually take me 2 hours. I'm gonna do 10 minutes, and I'm gonna try to be done. Because I just like to show people where it came from.
How you increase time to 10?
Because I got my new people. Diamond's never seen this.
Wow.
Right?
Last week you cheated them and gave them 4, so now you're going to give them 10 today.
Miss Tina, can I have 10 instead of 2? Because Tina's new. Tina don't know me.
I'm gonna give you 4.
You gonna give me 4?
I'm gonna give you 4.
Tina, can you think we can do it in 4, Tina?
I'm gonna give you 4.
So Tina, here we go. Here's the fast version. Guys, I'm the guy that I'm telling y'all to go and find in your city, first of all. So if you're taking notes today, you're looking for the Derek in your city of who I used to be 9 years ago. I used to be a social worker / and or case manager / and or discharge planner. And what I just saw from Carol says yes. Carol says yes. Sharon is my sister. You and, oh Lord, your sister and I have worked on the crisis unit together.
Look at your arms. You got goosebumps.
Goosebumps. It just gave me goosebumps. We worked into the substance abuse unit.
Yeah.
We worked in clinical trials together.
Really?
So if anybody can call me a liar today, it can't be Carol, because Carol know me.
Wow.
That's what's cool about this guy. So Carol, at any point, if you think I'm off, you're going to be my temperature gauge today. You tell the people, because you've been around this, Carol. You know what this is.
Yeah.
And you and your sister watched me walk off my job 9 years ago to be what I am today.
Sure did.
But watch this, though, because if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you just found your next family. I'm your new big brother, and that's your sister. Shay, real quickly, can you tell the people how do you do what we do?
Yeah, so I do this through a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Because I'm not a 501c3.
Yeah, I'm 501c3. So again, people donate towards, they give to our donation to our organization. And again, it's a tax write-off for them. They get a tax exemption on that. So I'm super excited about doing it that way, because there's a lot of other things that I can implement within my my ILF. So like one thing I'm doing this year and I did last year is the ILF food drive for Thanksgiving. So local independent living facilities and people in need can sign up at the AngelaDeniseFoundation.org for a meal for Thanksgiving. That is something that we've done. We've already raised over $3,000 to support that.
Congratulations.
Funds have been coming in. Our partners at First Horizons Bank got all of their stuff yesterday, so they'll be doing some contributions towards that as well. So, so those are some of the things, those are the added extras when you have that 501c3 behind you that you can actually implement, and people are more willing to give because they do get that tax exemption or that write-off that they can put towards their, their return, that write-off. So that's how I do it. But my model, my housing model, the structure, the way I run my ILFs are no different from how Derek runs his. He taught me, so I implement everything that he taught me to do. Because guys, I am not the case manager or social worker. I have a master's in business administration. I have been in, my undergrad is a bachelor's in science and healthcare management, strategic implementation and planning. So again, it's different, that's a whole different niche. And before that, I was a surgical technologist and a first assistant in the OR. So
no experience in real estate and housing. Don't sound like it.
Different. So I mean, like apples to oranges, like so far different. It is not even funny. So I had to implement the information that Derek gave me, and I can be a hardhead when it comes to taking instruction from Derek at times. And he'll tell you,
she really can.
I can
she
be.
Really can. Sometimes.
I can be a real know-it-all at times when it comes to with my husband. And when I got into this space, I had to learn. Like this was a good lesson in submission. I'm gonna go there for a second. That was a good lesson in submission, is when we came together to truly work, because I had to learn something that only you could teach me. Only you could teach me, because nobody else taught you, right? So I had to take your instruction. When you pulled me out of my great paying job, I'm gonna just be honest and tell y'all that I wasn't making chump change or peanuts. But when Derek pulled me out of corporate America and just said, hey, I need your help. And I transitioned out of my corporate leadership, project management role, had just finished a huge construction project at the hospital. Like I did all of these things. But when I transitioned over here to this, I could only do it with your guidance. So that was a good lesson in submission, I'll be honest, because I can be a hardhead. But yeah, so I learned from Derek, I've implemented, and how many years later, man, several years later, it is on and popping, and the Angela Denise Foundation is doing amazing things. So
good
back
stuff.
to you, sir.
So guys, I appreciate that, because I always like for people to know kind of what Shay role is and where she came in at. But for everybody else, I want to talk to you guys about the idea to implementation, because most of y'all got the idea to get into something like this. You just have no clue to where to start. But lucky for you, your prayer and my prayer merged together, because you probably pray, God, I want to get into something like real estate. I want to help people. And God, I want to get into these things that are like these group homes, but not a group home. Well, I'm your new big brother now. So we already talked about it. And ILF is just a shared environment where adults, not teenagers, not kids, not a family of 5, but where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. You ain't missed nothing. You right on time. I'm discussing right now how you guys can walk off your job by renting or leasing a property and merging with case managers and social workers and take people from homeless to hopeful. We just happen to call them ILFs. I don't care what you call it. You can call it whatever you want to. This lady is just so smart. She says, Derek, you seem to be up to something. This thing gonna get big one day, and we should trademark it.
That was not me being smart. That's called
so obedience. She told the story that she was led by the Holy Spirit in that. That wasn't a Shay idea. So we're God-led people, if you hadn't caught on to that yet either. I'm no pastor, I'm no priest, and I'm no bishop. But we do love God. We love people, and we love real estate. And God has allowed us to merge it all together. And Shay was led, because he that findeth the wife, findeth the good thing. He said, Derek, you should trademark this thing, bro. This thing will get big one day. And many years later, here we are. So here I am on this screen as y'all big brother, begging and praying to God every day to change my life. Can 5 of y'all put in the chat that, Derek, I pray once or twice a week for God to change my life financially, my impact of where I live in my community, and Derek, again, financially. Because guys, I don't hide it. I was struggling. 28 grand a year ain't a lot of money. Now, thank God Shay didn't have a great job, because what a lot of y'all don't know, Shay carried us from the day I met her. I've been married to Shay since 2012, and we dated and was friends many years before that. Shay has always made more money than me. Let me repeat that for the people in the back, because some of y'all are afraid to admit that as a guy or a man. But let me just tell you, Shay always made more money than me until God gave me this thing. Right? So when God gave me this ministry, it changed everything. But look at what I saw as I had the dream, just like most of y'all. Can 5 of y'all put in the chat, Derek, I've dreamed of this too, bro. Just not this way. Because most of y'all are just like me and my family. Y'all love God, you love people, and you trying to get into real estate. You just didn't know that it could be a ministry, but this is what I saw. And I saw a lady, Miss Tina, making $41,000 a month.
Month after month.
Housing people in conditions like this.
But you got to stress the point that it wasn't just an individual month. Like she showed you month
over and over again, Shay.
And it was so boastful. Like y'all don't even know it. And I talk about this sometimes on the channel, but I haven't talked about it in a minute. But as a wife, when Derek connected with this young lady, I was excited for him because I knew it was something that he wanted to do. But until that day that she totally disrespected you. And to me, it wasn't nothing. I just found it disrespectful, because what you're not going to do is try to start yelling and screaming at somebody's husband to tell them don't write on a piece of paper. And y'all are on a phone call. Like Derek started writing down. She started to get a little loosey-goosey with her speech, but really didn't go. She was.
This is where I was begging this lady to teach me. This is where she's explaining.
And she would keep saying, "Oh, let's meet up on or call me on such and such a date."
How many have heard that? Let's get together. We can talk.
And she did that over and over and over again. And the one day she finally did get on the phone with you, it was that day, and you were sitting. I remember you were sitting at the kitchen table with your back to the window. And you grabbed a piece of paper. Derek is one thing about Derek. There's going to be a notebook and a pen in every area of the house. Okay. And Derek will use every last inch of loose paper. Like there will be nothing else to write on. So he grabbed the paper and he started writing, and he didn't find a pen, but he found a pencil. So you know how pencils give that on a wood table, and she heard and she was like, "What are you doing? I didn't tell you write down what I'm telling you. Stop writing."
And she wasn't even really like giving the game, but the look, guys, I was so hungry for the knowledge I was writing down everything she was trying to say.
Derek is a huge note
and,
taker.
and Shay, oh God, y'all can probably tell it.
I lost it.
She lost it.
Lost it. I said, ooh, and y'all, my mouth was a little foul. I ain't even gonna lie.
Shay crazy about her man, y'all. And
I went off.
they felt like I was being disrespected by that woman when really she was just being stingy and she was trying to protect this on screen.
You can protect it all you want, but don't disrespect my husband.
Like, guys, again, can 10 of y'all say, Derek, I can see the screen, bro, because I'm not very taking y'all, so I want to make sure that y'all can see these pictures. Can somebody tell Miss Cheryl, can you see that burnt up kitchen? Now, Cheryl, I say this all the time, but because you're new, I'm gonna break this down. Shay and I buy fix and flip properties.
We do.
And sometimes they look like this when you buy them. But Cheryl, what you don't know, people was living in this place. Look at the beds on the ground.
Yeah.
And remember, the lady was making 41 grand a year, y'all. She told me flat out her mouth one day, she said, Derek, I'll never teach you how to do this, bro. She said, but Derek, let me show you actually what I make doing it. And to this day, I really have no reason why she did. I don't know why she did that. Exactly. Other than God saying, Derek, I'm going to show you your dream through a lady doing it the wrong way.
Right. I'm going to give you, because one thing about Derek is, he has a unique, I think God gave you a unique mind where Derek's not, and he's not fearful of trying anything. Like, he's not afraid. Like, where me, I would be like, a little skeptical. I'm like, okay. Like, even when he came to me with this idea, I didn't understand it, but I knew, Shay, be silent. Don't quench the fire. Support as best as you can, even though you have no clue what this man is talking about. He comes home to me, I'm going to house the homeless. And I'm like, okay, where are you going to get the money from? And when he started explaining and educating me, I was like, all right. So think about how I would have felt, right? How I felt in that moment when Derek had this vision, had this dream. He's making $28,000 a year, if that. And, I'm literally, and you've said it, so I'm not saying anything that is not appropriate to say, where financially we did everything as best as we can, straight down the middle. But knowing that you were getting ready to take on another property, like, we own our home, but now you're going to go out and get a rental. And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
I'm barely paying my place.
I'm like,
this where faith comes in it too, though, because when you see that vision.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, like, we're really going to do this. But I knew that if I put out the fire, he would never find who and where he's supposed to be, right? So I supported it, and I'm not going to lie, I got nails now, but I didn't then. I was nibbling at my nubs, because I'm telling you, I was shook. But I'm going to be honest, in that fear, not even fear, I'll call it discomfort. I knew that Derek wasn't going to fail on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I knew he wasn't going to do anything to harm our family and set us up for failure. I knew those things. So my intentions were to always support the vision. And I say that because I know a lot of times people, have husbands and they're very gifted with a mindset and a mentality to implement things and start things, businesses in particular. And we as wives or girlfriends and, just even close friends can tear down something because we don't understand. And I think I'm super grateful that I was slow to speak, but quick to hear.
Come on, Shay.
And I was always supportive, even though I
don't shatter the dream. And your partner,
it, right? I really didn't understand it. And instead of coming to Derek and saying, I don't think you should do this, I said, all right, Lord, you've obviously gave him something. What do you want me to do? And he just said, pray. And I said, okay. So I walked the floor and I prayed. And then I called his mama and I said, well, 2 or more gathered, he's in the midst. So I called your mama. Your mama called your auntie. And then there was 3 women on the wall praying, right? And this thing became so huge to it's where
bigger than us now.
To where when Derek would call me at work and he's like, I just got another house. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I just got another house. And I'm like, okay, and I'm counting on my fingers and I'm like, that's house number 6. And then he'll call me a week later and say, babe, I just got the keys to another one. And I'm like, that's 7. Okay. And then about 2 to 3 weeks later, Derek calls again and he's like, babe, I got the keys to 2 more. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute, wait.
Because ladies and gentlemen, hold it. When that woman showed me 41 grand a month and she was doing it in these conditions, y'all don't think I could do better than that? Can 5 of y'all put in the chat, why not me? Because I just said to myself, why not me? I'm struggling to feed my family, and this lady making 41 grand a month, housing people in roaches.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that
how can we not do better than that?
You have to. You have to. But what I also want to share is this.
This was a no-brainer to me.
Before Derek got to house 2, listen to me. Derek may have had 2 or 3 residents in house 1. And Derek's mom called me. I remember I was in my office and just got off a meeting. Ma called me and she says, baby, you got a minute? And I said, yes, ma'am. And Ma's in the chat so she can confirm.
What's up, Mom Forston? Y'all shout my mom out real quick.
You know, Derek ain't gonna be able to stay on that job. She says, I think he need to go. And
I was about to kill myself trying to work this thing and my job. And my mom saw it. She was like, man, Derek about to drown, man.
Mom saw it. She said, and she called me. She said, Shay, I know he want to give notice and do right. But she said, baby, my son. She said, my son. I was like, I say, yes, ma'am.
Y'all, I was burning both, how they call it, burning both ends of the candle.
It was wild. And he was going rogue. So that was another thing too, right? If you're going to leave somewhere, I believe no matter how bad a place can be or how great a place is, you want to leave right. You want to leave right. And that was the thing. So
yeah. And guys, what she mean is, guys, I was the best employee.
Great employee until he wasn't.
Watch this. And Miss Carol's on here. Miss Carol, ask your sister. I was the greatest. I ran that place. I don't say that just... Guys, where I worked at, the social workers ran the show.
Right.
The doctors are highfalutin and they snooty and you don't talk to them. Guys, I ran that place. For 9 years, I worked at that place. But I'll admit, y'all, my last 3 months, I was the worst employee you could ever hire.
It was bad.
I came in late. I left early and I took 2-hour lunch breaks because once God showed me this, I knew one of these things was going to have to take a hit and it wasn't going to be this new business I'm starting.
And
thank God for a great staff and people that I work with because they knew the vision, they saw the dream. And I'll admit, my job should have fired me 90 days before I left. Because again, remember guys, I got a new cell phone now. I'm in the middle of treatment room.
Wait. And it was red. So
go ahead.
It was a red phone. So it was blatant, flashy. It was loud. It was a red iPhone.
I didn't want to miss it.
And every time that phone rang, Derek jumped up. I don't care.
Guys, I would be in treatment team at work. There could be a client, Miss Carol, pouring his heart out about his situation and he need this and need that. And I'm out of that room because guess what? I had got started now.
Yeah.
So I'm serving people. And I just knew one day, and through my coaching, we're going to teach you when to leave. There's a right way to leave, and I don't want y'all to quit nothing. Quitters, we don't quit nothing. We're going to resign.
Correct.
Dummy me gave a 60-day notice because I was nervous. I was still waiting to hear from God. And I was trusting this thing and I was building it at the same time. Some of y'all thinking you're going to quit your job and then start building it. The devil is a liar. I was working both of these things. I had houses when I still had the job. But back to this picture though, and I'm going to get off of this. This is what I saw, ladies and gentlemen, because had I never took a Saturday like today, guys, 9 years ago today, I took a Saturday. It's like, man, you know what? Let me go and see what it looked like because nobody want to teach me. And guys, these are the things I ran into. The rats, the roaches, the filth, the grime. And when that lady said, Derek, you think I own these places, don't you? I said, yeah. She says, no, I don't. And y'all, she never knew that I snuck and went to these places because she wouldn't allow me to go. So I snuck into all her places. And when I saw the pictures, all I could remember was, wow, this is the same lady that showed me 41 grand every 30 days in her phone. Last comment I'm giving over to Shay. Can 20 of y'all put in the chat, if you made 41 grand every 30 days of your life, would that change your life a little bit? Back on you, Shay, and we're going to take a quick commercial break, but take it, Shay. I just like to show people again, where did this concept come from? And one more thing, the straw that broke the camel's back was one of the houses I went to. I saw a lady sleeping on the kitchen floor, y'all.
That you sent there.
That I sent there, Mr. Social Worker. Because Miss Carol, before you think I'm a bad guy, Miss Carol, that was before I saw the inside of these places. I had a desk, a computer, and a laptop. And that's my job in a list of people. That's it. But when God put it in my heart, somebody write in the chat, in my heart, I said, well, I got to get in this. I said, God, you just showed me my dream through somebody doing it the wrong way. So you mean to tell me, God, I can help people, be respected by my community, do God's will, and make a bunch of money doing it? To me, this is ministry. Let me repeat that, because this is what we stand for. If you love God and love people, if you always wanted to get into real estate, we believe in doing God's will, being respected by the community, but also making enough money to feed your family. The Bible says, not Derek, that if a man don't work, he don't eat. The Bible also says that when you do unto the least of thee, the poor, the widow, the homeless, the marginalized, God said it's like you're doing a favor unto me. How cool is it that we can do God's will and do God a favor? If you want to be on anybody's books in terms of somebody owe you a favor, why not let it be God himself?
Come on now.
So again, you just ran it, and trust me, we ain't even got started yet. I just wanted to show y'all where it came from, because if I just told y'all the story, y'all wouldn't believe it. And that's why I took pictures. And if you one-on-one coaching, you see some of the videos of the very place where Shay took this guy out of this situation and put him in a real bed with bed rails, not cinder blocks. Because if you ain't got your glasses on today, Miss Tina, those are cinder blocks that are holding that bed up.
Bring it down. Bring it down. Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm getting excited now.
I see you getting.
But this is the wrong way. And how can you make 41 grand a month doing it? You shouldn't be able to sleep at night housing people like this. Let's take a quick commercial break. Let me calm down and get my blood pressure in check, and we'll be right back. I hope you guys are enjoying the information. If you want more information just like this, what you're hearing now, make sure you text the phrase more info and don't put it in the chat. Text it to this phone number. Text more info. Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God is giving you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co, and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise. I hope you guys are enjoying the information. If you want more information just like this, what you're hearing now, make sure you text the phrase more info and don't put it in the chat. Text it to this phone number. Text more info, that's MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. We're going to give you our complimentary webinar, and then that leads to a complimentary call with me and my team to talk about how fast can we get you started. Let's get back to the show. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are discussing independent living facilities. And at this current moment, this is the wrong way to do it. Those are cinder blocks, and the beds are on the floor. And the fan is being held up by an old suitcase and a banana box. The devil is a liar, especially when you're making the money that you prayed to God for. Now, I'm done. Shay, address the people any way you want. You guys can bring in questions, and then we also want to get some game. And then in less than 15 minutes, I'm going to give y'all something that's a pet peeve to me that scratches my skin. And I hope y'all don't do it, but stay, because I'm going to be explaining that in about 15 minutes. Shay, you can go any direction that you like, honey.
Tara said in her Tia voice, calm down.
I saw it.
She said, calm down, Derek. Thank you, Katara.
I got people in this room, y'all, that's like a thermometer for me. If I get too loud, they tell me to calm it down because I have to protect my voice. I don't know if y'all realize lately, Derek has had a little something, a little rasp, and he gets these little glitches, I call them,
when he's speaking to where nothing comes out. So I am, and I'm going to need you
Like
all.
the Chinese movies.
I'm going to need you all to help me keep him at 2 instead
But when I
of
get
500.
excited, y'all, just
I
tell
know,
me
but
calm
what
down.
you
Say,
have to remember,
Derek, bring it down. Because I get loud, y'all. I'm just naturally loud.
got an
But if
event.
y'all hear it like Qatar, like that's her job to say that to me.
Bring it on down,
Derek,
brother.
bring it down. And Tia, who's always normally here, she's like the number one edit.
Yeah.
And then Qatar is right behind it. Qatar said, I got you, sis.
Thank you, because he don't realize, like, Derek had, we got to
And
get
I
insurance.
speak a lot, y'all.
Right? And then it's
6-7
insurance
days a
on, we
week.
got to get insurance on his vocal cords, literally. But, and I don't mean that to be funny. We've got to insure his voice. But yeah, so let's get questions done. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and start putting them in the chat. TikTok, if you are going
Prestige
to
Home Decor just came from TikTok. Thank you so much.
If you have any questions, please, I am not in. I'll jump into TikTok to try and filter some of those questions. Because some people may not be able to come over, but we're definitely ready to answer some questions. But I do want to circle back to your network is your net
Let's do it.
worth. I think that is one of the biggest things I want people to kind of put in their brain, right? And make sure that they really understand the importance of your network, right? Networks of people will help you to take your vision. If you're in the right network of people, it'll help you to take what God has put on the inside of you to the next level. And I know for a fact, like I shared with you all today, the story of me supporting Derek, right? And think about it. If I was a sourpuss of a wife that was like, no, you're going to stay on that job, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and came against what you were doing, that was me playing. I was not a party. I wasn't a good asset to your network, right? Because ultimately that person that's going to help you to make it to the next level or to help push you to the next level is going to help you increase your net worth. Another thing too is if you're the smartest person in any room, and you hear this and it's not a cliche, it's really the truth. You need to reevaluate those that you're in the room with. And, and that doesn't mean just family and friends, and if you see that you don't know any people with a higher net worth to get in a room with, go to conferences, go
That's
to other events locally. There's a lot of mastermind groups. There's a lot of networking groups in your cities of entrepreneurs. You may not be an entrepreneur yet, but go join one of those community groups. Go and just go to one of their events. See how they talk. See how they interact. See what they're talking about, right? The conversations sound a lot different.
Yeah.
They are, some of them you may not be comfortable with, right? Some of them may teeter into politics and it may make you uncomfortable, but I tell people go into those spaces because it's going to help you get a broader understanding of, one, the society you live in, two, how the wealthy get wealthy and stay wealthy. And number three, what are they paying attention to that we're not? Right? What are they doing on a consistent basis that we're not doing? Like we know a young lady that's very, very, very influential, very well known, and a great friend of ours. And one day I got to look at her calendar and I was like, whoa, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I unless God puts it in me, I could not be that consistent. And so like everything is on her calendar. Get up, breakfast and prayer, breakfast, workout. Like it is all on the calendar.
Sounds like she's been intentional is the word, being intentional about the day.
Every hour, every minute of her day is accounted for. But let me tell you how powerful that is because we've seen her success in multiple arenas, right? We've seen her success and it's based on her consistency. It's based on, making sure that she's allocating times to things that'll bear fruit and that won't. She identifies those things. So again, we would have never understood that or known that had we never been in that network, right? If you don't see how these people operate, if you don't get in those spaces to even engage with people that don't look like you, don't think like you, don't speak like you, you're going to sell yourself short. Like prime example, we even got invited as housing advisors. Sorry, guys, as housing advisors on this huge committee. And And I'm just like, whoa. And that's because of your network, right? The network, the people that we communicate with, the people that we collaborate with. And again, if you are having a hard time finding people that are smarter than you, that are doing more things than you, sorry, guys, my godson keeps calling me. You are going to go and put yourself in those rooms, go to conferences. Like that is going to be the easiest thing. Go to conferences and get to know people that are doing different things. So,
and I'll even chime in and say that we want to be your network. So even before you go to the conference, I want to be your new big brother. Shay want to be your sister.
Yeah.
Because if you want to do this in terms of helping people and getting involved into real estate, you just found your next coach, and that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I want to be your family member. We don't even use the word like mentees and students. When you join our coaching, you become family. Shay, I want you to come right back in, actually, and I want you to explain this picture on screen. Mm-hmm. Two of y'all tell me that you can see this picture on screen just to make sure that I'm not being untechy. And Shay, stay on the lines of network, but what is this picture when you can only use the word network that you just talked about? So that's a game. Use the word network. Now explain this picture.
Yeah. So one, again, is having access, right? So the first thing I'll say is this: don't leave a place that you've worked for in bad or in a bad posture, because this allowed the door to be opened for this networking opportunity that took place in this picture.
Who are these people?
These are all case managers and social workers from all Orlando Health hospitals in Central Florida, in Orlando, Florida, I should say. What happens is every month, because of access, once again, and networks, once again, we got to go the month before to speak at their monthly meeting, which is a meeting with all leadership at each particular location, where they come together to discuss different things. And I used to be a part of those meetings every month in my old role. But they come together and they talk about things and how they can make their departments better across the organization. So then they invite other people in. So we actually got the invite, or we requested an invite, and we went in and we spoke on housing. And not only did we speak on housing, but that meeting took place right before we had our open house for the Angela Denise Foundation's property. And so their follow-up monthly meeting, instead of doing it at the hospital, they did it at our ILF. So we offered them the opportunity to come there, do a walkthrough, interact with a couple of the residents, because I did have a few residents already there, to kind of get to know and see what we were doing. So those are case managers from all over Central Florida and the Orlando, Kissimmee, St. Cloud, all over. And they came in and they found out what we did, and they are now utilizing our services. So open houses are definitely a thing you want to do. And in order to do that, you have to.
So are you telling these people, Shay, that this is your ILF that all of these people came to? Did y'all catch that?
Yes.
This is Shay's ILF on this beautiful patio. Yeah. And can you imagine over 22 social workers that come to your place? And they all work in different places, but are part of the same company. Mm-hmm. This is what we call POC, proof of concept. These people need to be in your network. Does that make sense, everybody? As I'm trying to lower my voice, does it make sense that if you're trying to start a housing program, why wouldn't you be around social workers, case managers, and social service providers?
You have to.
That's what we call your funnel system.
Yeah.
So how cool is it that Shay invites them, which call your outreach? Because most of y'all say, well, Derek, how we get these people to live in these, in our place? Guys, it starts with outreach.
Correct. And connection.
November the 1st in Jacksonville, Florida, we're coming to teach this in person. We have live events 2 or 3 times a year. November the 1st is our last event of this year. We're based in Orlando, Florida, because somebody asked that. But our coaching works in all 50 states. And as of right now, our coaching is in 39 states, and we're super proud of that. So continue to follow y'all put in the chat, because I want to see, will somebody list the area where we're not? Shay and I coach this right now in 39 states. Everybody put in the chat, what city and state are you located in? Or speak in faith, what city and state will you launch your first independent living facility in? Yeah. But if I do an outreach, and this is why digitalflowsolutions.net is so important, which is the software that we use. Somebody put this in the chat. Digital Flow Solutions runs every business that we have, all 8 of them. How can I send out thousands of emails to these social workers to get them to come? I'm not knocking on doors and calling people per se, but what if I can type up a nice email? Good morning, my name is Derek. I represent Second Chance Housing, and I would love to know that when you and your co-workers can come visit my housing program, I would love to walk you all through it. Here are some pictures in the meantime, but October the 28th works for us at 10 a.m. Does that work for you? And this is how Shay is able to get all of these people. This is one of Shay's tenants, one of our favorite, but to walk through your place so that they know that you're an option for affordable housing. So that when you get your next place, and your next place, and your next place, how do you think Katara Johnson became the preferred vendor in South Carolina? Exactly. Katara, shout me out, sis. How do you think Tiffany, who we're featuring in Jacksonville, is the preferred vendor when we go to Jacksonville? This whole event, you guys, is to show y'all, again, POC, how did Shay and Derek take somebody that had no knowledge of this, but now they're taking over their whole city because they got the game now, the knowledge, the understanding. We believe in something that's called move at the speed of revelation. When you get it, meaning you get the understanding of what this is, guys, what are you waiting on? Let's go. First step for most of y'all is to watch our webinar. You can get that by texting more info, just those 2 words, and it's scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now. If you on TikTok, you can't even see this. TikTok, come over to YouTube at Forston Consultants. But if you text these 2 words, more info, to this phone number, not in the chat, but 407-326-0086. Mara, put that on the screen for me. I want to make sure that everybody gets the webinar, because that's your first step, because it's going to be a webinar of me running my mouth for about an hour. And for most of y'all, 95% of every question you got going to be answered in my webinar. And then I'm such a nice guy, I give you guys a discovery call to talk about what were your questions of what you just saw. And then if you're real smart, you come to Jacksonville for $197 and change your life. Yeah. Now, Jacksonville is a 2-day event. Day 2 is that you say, well, Derek, I want to see it. I want to walk through an actual ILF. Guys, day 1 is $197. Day 2 is only $397. And you get more learning, more teaching, and you get to walk through one day 2 of somebody that we taught. So big shout out to Tiffany Richardson, her program. We're highlighting them because this is what she's doing now. She's inviting people, just like I'm going to invite y'all. But these same people will blow your phone up, say, hey, got another one. Hey, got another one. Hey, can you house 2 more? How many of y'all are friends with me on Facebook right now? And you saw Shay and I moving 2 brand new women yesterday. Did y'all see that on my personal page at Derek Forston? Yep. Because if you did it, you ain't following me. Please follow me at Derek Forston, because I'm your new brother. And then be nosy when you get there. Forget about being my friend, but just be nosy. And go and look at the lives that were changing. But what I want you to do is interject your brain and say, man, this is me. I know Derek, them doing it, but God, this is me now. And envision yourself in it. Yeah. Because the other step after the first step I gave you is an envisioning that what would your life be like if you did get into this? Some of y'all been in y'all job 2 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years. I'm asking for 9 months of your life. And most of my newer people getting started in 30, 60, and 90 days. That ain't what I expect, but a bunch of people doing it. Correct. In fact, right now, put in the chat, how long have you been on your current job? Let's just do a test. Wow. Can 20 of y'all put in the chat right now, how long have you been on your current job, Miss Carol? You a nurse for years. I'm asking that you give God, Shay, and I 9 months of your life, and we'll change it. Yeah. Now, some of y'all need 30. Some of y'all need 60. Some of y'all need 90. and you gonna do it. But I'm gonna ask all y'all, can you give me 9 months of your life? And I can almost guarantee you that God and I'll change it.
So here we go. We've got 2 years.
Let's read that stuff.
We've got 5 years, 8.5 years. We've got another 5 years.
Look at that, man. Like, wow. Healthcare, diamonds in healthcare. Kayla's my sister now. Kayla's got 10 years in this.
10 years.
Kayla not even new to this, really. Yeah. Ismael said 5 years. Mary said 8.5.
So what I want to say to those, right? When you look at entrepreneurship, you have to look at it in alignment with side by side to your job, right? If you're willing to dedicate 5 years, 2.5 years, 10 years to somebody else's vision, you have to be just as willing to do the same for yourself. With entrepreneurship, there's a lot of times where you have to redirect yourself, redirect your plan, right? There's times that businesses hit a plateau. You got to be willing to sit down and assess what is going on in your business to see how you can either, rebound from that plateau or rebound from, that stagnant reach, and see what can I do now to help move this thing. So be mindful that entrepreneurship is not, I'm going to say 10 times harder, but it's a different hard. Like it's different. Getting up and going to somebody else's job every day is difficult.
Choose your hard.
Right. It's difficult. Some days you don't want to do it, but when you're in a space that you've created, a business that you've created, something that is more of a passion than it is work, you'll do it and it doesn't feel like work. Like it's times like Derek and I now have our team put vacations. They put the vacations on our schedule.
Yeah. Like in fact, I'm off for the whole month of December.
Jess puts Jess will throw dates on our calendar and say, take off. Because she sees and she may be aware of some key things that we may do when we're feeling a little overwhelmed. And she's been with us long enough to say, hey, I blocked your calendar for about a week, so go sit down somewhere, just go sit down. And that's what is necessary, but you do it and you love it. Like last night, I stayed up until about 1:00 in the morning doing ads and working on other things. And it doesn't feel like it. I took a little cat nap for 10, 20 minutes. And then I popped up no. And Derek was like, weren't you just sleeping? And I was like, yeah, but I'm up now. And then I just went right back to the computer. But again, it's different. So know that when you come into the entrepreneur realm, there's no days off. Like we don't take days. I mean, we take days off, but now they're calculated, like the whole month of December.
And while you building it, guys, work 7 days a week.
Absolutely.
I know when I work Monday through Friday, guys, I work 7 days a week most times.
Yes.
We've built up, and I'll admit, guys, for the first time in my life, I'm taking the whole month of December off. I can't say that day one of getting into business. That took 9 years to say, you know what, I ain't working in December. Yeah. Glory be to God.
And I say that because I want people to have realistic expectations.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs, business owners work 10 times harder than you've ever worked on your regular job. It may not be manual labor. It's mental. It can be emotional, and it can be physical as well, right? We've done renovations and rehabs, so it gets physical. It's physical even in the housing. It can be emotional because you've got people pulling on you emotionally that aren't emotionally settled themselves. So you're nurturing people, you're talking to people. So again, you've just got to be mindful that entrepreneurship is a whole nother ball game.
It's a vibe.
And the reason why I say this is because you allocate 10 years of your life, 40 to maybe 60 hours a week of your time. And that doesn't include travel back and forth from work. And then, you get scheduled, you get a week's worth or maybe 2 weeks worth of PTO for a year. And then you're talking about, Lord forbid, you get sick. All of these things you've got to
randomly yesterday, Shay and I went to the beach.
Randomly, just random.
And first of all, if you live up north, you jealous right now because we can go to the beach in October and y'all can't. But that's to her point. randomly, Shay said, babe, let's go to the beach. And now one that's right around the corner.
We drove
2 hours to our favorite beach for one day and drove back.
Yeah.
A turnaround. We couldn't do that when we had a 9-to-5 job. We had to call in. Or PTO, meaning ask somebody permission. Now it's like that. But I think it's crazy now. And it's just because I mean it. That I got to ask somebody to go on vacation or to take my wife to dinner.
Let me share something.
That's with a job in entrepreneurship. You don't do that.
I don't think I've ever shared this, but this just hit me and I'm going to share it. Most of you don't know that my mom transitioned. It's been next year it'll be 13 years that my mom passed away. My whole family still lives in Bermuda. But my mom got sick. I was actually in the OR, just took a break from a long case, called her because I knew she was going to a doctor's appointment. While I was on the phone with her, she actually had a stroke while we were on the phone. Completely wrecked me. I was in Longwood working at South Seminole Hospital doing I think we were doing a total body lift. I was working with a plastic surgeon that day. And man, I was wrecked. So somebody else came in to cover me. I came home, but I had to apply for FMLA. I left Florida, I think the day after you told me to stay. And I left 24 hours later, flew to New York to get my little sister who was in school in New York. And then we flew to Bermuda. My FMLA, the initial was denied. The first go round was denied. The second time I had literally called my HR rep and they approved it. And I was with my mom in Boston. They flew us from Bermuda to Boston that same day I got in Bermuda. And I was with my mom from February until she passed in Boston the day before Mother's Day in May. When I called the hospital to let them know that I called my direct boss, my direct supervisor at the time, the director of the OR, and I let her know, hey, my mom transitioned. We're in Boston. We got to deal with everything. She says, okay, well, you only got 3 days leave now because now that your mom's deceased, your FMLA stops. That's what she told me. I don't think I ever shared this with you. I think I did, but it was.
Yeah, I remember this story.
My FMLA immediately stopped. And I was like, well, dang, y'all ain't paying me for it. No way. So, you know what? Just to secure my job, like, this is what happens. Like, my mom ain't even cold, like, for real. Like, I'm not even being funny. And Derek was in Florida. We were not separated, but we weren't together that whole time. It was a lot. But long story short is, I just cared for my mom for months in a whole nother state. She's in a whole, her remains are in a whole nother country. And I still have to deal with everything else. Because what y'all don't know is I was my mom's healthcare advocate and everything. My family opted in for me. My siblings all said, I want you to do it. They didn't want to do it. They said, nope, tag, you are it. So every decision was on me. And to call that job, Derek, and for them to say, okay, well, now you're using your bereavement leave. You've got 3 days. When will you be returning to work? I said, I don't know. I can't give you that day. And they said, well, we'll notate your file, but we can't guarantee your job when you get back. And I said, you know what? At this point, who cares? That day showed me something that burned me so bad. God gave me the grace to deal with the death of my mom, and that peace that surpasses all understanding, he gave that. But what hurt me the most is a place that I toiled in. I got hurt on the job just a month before, had to take a whole bunch of medications because I worked my full shift. I was on call overnight. So I did my shift, a double shift, and then I got called back to the hospital after being home for 25 minutes. So I worked a total of close to 22 hours. The surgeon sutured me to the patient because me and her had been working together all day. we're closing the patient. And I'm sharing this because I want you to hear, what the mindset difference when you go from like what you give to a place, and you've got to be willing to give it when you go into business. And so that's the reason why I'm sharing. The surgeon sutures me to the patient as we are closing, literally right through this finger. I had a CTX needle go through my finger, and literally I was like this, and I was like, and we were so tired. She didn't mean no harm, no nothing. And she cried, and I said, listen, let's cut it and let's go. To be drug tested immediately after.
Yeah.
To be drug tested immediately after we worked 20 plus hours. Yeah. Had to be on medical watch because I was on medical watch while I was even in
tested, all of that stuff.
So think about how this is now affecting
all this
my
you
house.
Give to a job is where we're going. Don't get lost in the story.
That's the reason why I'm telling the story, because I want people to know, like, you've got to sit down.
And then when she needed the time off, it's like, oh, well,
you only got 3 more days.
So guys, entrepreneurship is y'all lane you need to be in.
Right. So I say that because I want you to be mindful that I put all of this in for a hospital. Don't get me wrong. Loved everybody I worked with, loved my job, stayed with that organization for many, many, many years. But just the significance of when it was time for them to support me, there was policies written that didn't allow for people that wanted to support me. And that's why it is so important that you sit back and you think about these things as you transition into entrepreneurship, because they'll really help you boost and push yourself to do more, right? So just make sure that you willing to do the test of time, right? Man, it's a lot that you give. So when you're saying that you're working somewhere for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and then you get into the space of entrepreneurship and you meet that first 18-month fiasco that like we went through, and you're ready to give up, just go back to that time frame of that day that job really did you dirty and see, like, is it worth it? Right. So I said that, and I don't know how I got down that trail, but I just wanted to share that because I think it's important for people to realize that you do a lot for other people's visions and you do very little for your own when the time comes. So,
guys, if you don't take the time to build your own business, you're going to spend a lot of years working on somebody else's business and dream that they had. That's all this world is, guys. When you go to a job every day, somebody dreamed of that thing that you're working for. So when you guys clock in and go to work, somebody dreamed of that. Mm-hmm. That was their vision, and you walking into their stuff. Now, granted, some of y'all are on a job to see the vision of where you're going, like me. I truly believe God gave me that job to show me what I was supposed to be doing.
Mine did.
Vision.
Mine surely did.
Right? And then we use that to take us where we're going.
Yeah.
So I hope that makes sense to a lot of people. But what I want to do right here, I want to take a really quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we want to answer some questions. And then I'm going to share with y'all what one of my pet peeves is. And it happens every time, usually around this time of year. We'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show. All right, we are back, and thank y'all so much for joining us here at our live broadcast. Don't wait to be great.
Yeah.
We're Forston Consultants. My name is Derek.
And I'm Shay.
And we go all over the world showing people how to start their own independent living facility. And today we just actually are talking about a few things, but your network is your net worth. And then Shay's going to pick up right where she left off.
So I just want to say thank you, Kayla, for letting me know that I was being obedient, because I don't know how I ventured that route, because I've never shared any of that on our live sessions or even in any conversation outside of, friends and family. But just be mindful that, when you're toiling for years and years and years for somebody else, you've got to have that same tenacity, if not even more to do it for yourself. So thank you, Kayla. And I hope that inspired you. Just sit back and reflect. I tell people all the time, take a moment to reflect, even if you're having a good week at work or a bad week at work. Just take that time to reflect on, God, what are you showing me here and how can I implement it into that thing that you're calling me to do? Because I'll be honest, even though I went from, working beside surgeons in the OR and all of that, I ended up being in a leadership position that was directly connected to the OR. And then that gave me the opportunity to be on the forefront of a huge project, a construction project and other projects that I was able to spearhead. And not only that, I had the ability to be the first young lady at our hospital without an RN degree, have a poster at an AORN conference. Like, there were things that God gave me the opportunity to do, but now I look at everything, the totality of everything he allowed me to do there. It literally falls back right here. Fix and flips, knowing how to maintain that budget and that timeline. All of that stuff, not realizing that I would use it in this capacity. Writing during COVID, everybody that was under our ILF coaching had a COVID policy. So imagine how good that looked when people were having conversations with case managers, social workers, hospitals, that we maintained a COVID policy and stuff like that. So being able to write those things and being able to develop those things, that came from that, 12 years, 12 years, 10 years, whatever it was, of toiling in that organization. And it was a blessing. It truly was a blessing. And when you leave right, guys, you don't realize how much it will bless you. And you'll have to go to our new channel that I'm spilling the beans on, because Derek hasn't said it, to hear more about that. Because we have a new channel. And Mars, if you can put the link in the chat for us, it's called.
So here's an announcement that kind of snuck up on us. So I'm going to repeat what she said, but I'm going to let her give it.
Right.
Yes, Shay said that we actually started a brand new channel, and y'all going to probably be the first people to subscribe to it because we haven't announced it.
Right.
So most of y'all know Shay and I for teaching the ILF model, but a lot of what Shay just gave y'all, that last 4 minutes of her speaking, that's what this new channel is about. Now, I'm going to let her give you the name, but we're going to give you guys the behind the scenes of us, our date nights, our travel, our vacations, our food reviews, all the quirky stuff. And again, how do you stay married and don't kill each other and make it work?
We are. Thank you, Mars. Mars just put it in there. So it is Married to the Mission, Forston's Unfiltered. So right here on YouTube, it's Married to the Mission. And it's something that we wanted to do. We've been talking about doing it on this platform, but it will take us it will be way too much to try and intertwine into the Forston Consultants.
So we're gonna separate it.
So we are going to separate it after much heated fellowship. I was don't separate, and he was separate.
I was like, let's separate it, Shay, because we on business on this side. People don't want to hear about our date nights and our tic-tac-toe games and all these fun things we do.
Honest,
so we created a whole new channel for that.
So that's what we're doing.
Remember, guys, I keep encouraging y'all. So Katara, you probably heard the room where I told people last week to do this, Katara. Katara, tell me if you was in that clubhouse room last Sunday. You usually are, but I encourage that whole room to do this. So I'm going back tomorrow to show them that we've actually done it. And our first video upload, Shay is about 98% done editing. Because Shay always do the first one and then she gives it to our team.
Just so they can see the
Mar probably will do the rest of these. But Shay, is there a specific date and time that you will air that so that they can tune into it? Because we want y'all to subscribe now, but there's nothing on it.
Like I said, it might be tonight. They can subscribe and just they'll be the first to get it.
So can y'all do us a real big favor? Y'all know you need 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel to get it monetized anyway. There's probably over 30 people on here now. I'm going to expect for 30 of y'all to follow us. Because I'm just asking. Just asking as a friend. Can y'all go and subscribe? Because I'm telling you, me and Shay are a trip outside of the teaching. And some of y'all think we're a trip doing the teaching. This side unveils a whole other side of us that we usually don't share.
Guys, I'm bossy. I am bossy.
So Katara, she said, yeah. So Katara, did you hear how I encouraged everybody to let's get on YouTube and let's build a channel?
I subscribed already.
Perfect.
Come on, Mrs.
So I'm excited for that channel because Shay, can we tell them what we did?
Yeah, I want to
do we make them wait to see?
No, I want to tell them what to expect.
Okay, sure.
And I'm even going to go a little further because I don't think a lot of we're going to talk about that 18 months. We're going to sit down and just have a true conversation.
We also going to talk about how the devil tried to kill me.
Right.
I never told y'all that story, but I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to post the pictures, the gory stuff that Shay took pictures of while I was in the surgery. I'm posting all of that. My life, her life of what we choose going to be a story now. One of my coaches said it like this: you're going to do it anyway.
Thank you,
meaning you're going to pick up your kids from school Monday morning anyway. Yeah. You and your husband going to dinner tonight anyway. You going to the gym anyway. Why not record it to turn it into a YouTube channel that can help people, uplift people, teach people, or give people a break? What if your channel about you acting a complete fool and you just want to make people laugh? Our channel gonna intertwine some of that too, us acting up, but it's still gonna be educational, real stories, partnership in business and in marriage, and most importantly, how do you stay together, don't kill each other, to make big impact in your community? That's what this channel is about.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people look at us. My hairdresser is amazing. I love her, guys. Like, she is like a sister to me, and I love her so much. And she's helped inspire this. Because every time my hair appointments are just fun, right? I will get braids because it takes all day and me and her get to hang out, right?
Film that now, like,
and
same thing.
And like the camera's gonna be with me there. You know, if she approves it, like there's gonna be a lot of stuff because people don't understand. Outside of doing this, we still minister a lot. And it's times that we do things and we're ministering and we don't even realize that we're doing it. And we want people to see that we are who, like, not that we're showing out and say, oh, this is who we really are. No, we want people to see that it's no shame in being who you authentically are. Like, we are nuts. Like, people. And I'm gonna show you guys how Shay bossed me around when we setting up stuff and y'all, Shay is hard on me, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all gonna see it though. Okay, no. I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is I'm not gonna go too far, but I'm gonna tell you now. I tell Derek's mom all the time, if me and Derek are working on a project, I am going to have a ouch or a sore or a scab because Derek moves too fast. He doesn't know how to just slow down and do something.
She already telling my story, y'all. Y'all gotta subscribe, man.
You gotta subscribe. Whenever Derek and I are working on a project together, if it includes tools, I'm gonna either have a broken nail. He's gonna cut me or scratch me with something.
She's telling the truth though, y'all. I can't say she's lying.
Y'all, last year I walked around with 2 busted big toes. Okay.
Can we not talk about this right now? See how she do, y'all.
I want y'all to see.
This is what this channel gonna be about, y'all. I'm just telling you.
Listen, y'all. Y'all saw me talking about look at my pink boots. Look at my pink boots. Let me tell you, Buster right here busted up my pink boots.
I dropped something on Shay toe, y'all, that turned her toe black for 4 or 5 months.
No, 8.
8 months.
And the whole nail fell off.
The whole nail came off. She had to grow a new toe. Anyway, this ain't that channel. On this channel, it's about education, independent living facilities, and how you can lead your job. That other channel,
we just gonna be.
How we do this together and don't kill each other?
Literally. It's days we want to.
How do we stay in business and launch multiple things?
Yeah.
And do it together, but also keep God in the center of it. So it's faith, it's business, it's entrepreneurship, it's friendship, it's leadership.
Yeah.
All of that's in there. So some of it's going to be funny. Some of it's going to be serious. Some are going to make you cry. We're going to tell some stuff that, guys, that we would never talk about probably on this channel and things that we never did.
And the only reason we feel led to do it. Yeah. I feel like God has really given us a platform. And it's not some big multi-billion follower platform, but I believe that, for our sphere of influence, is important for people to see that, we go through life. Like we go through life. We go through situations. We go through circumstances, and it's fun. Oh my goodness. Prestige Home Decor said that happened to me, Shay. I'm telling you, on the decor project. But did your husband or wife drop a 1 gallon bottle of bleach? I'm telling it now. Yeah. On your big toe, not once.
We may have to show that to them if they don't believe you.
I don't think I have any pictures.
You don't take a picture of that?
Heck no, them things were busted.
I'll take a picture.
Derek got me on both toes, y'all. Both toes, and it was like we need to. That's gonna be a sit down one. We're gonna switch up the set. We're gonna do it in a different area. We're not gonna use this set. And we're gonna sit down and we're just gonna have a good conversation about my 2 black toes.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, because she already trying to get to that other channel. I ain't doing that. Just in case if you guys have ever wondered, how in the world do we rent or lease these properties? What in the world are we saying to the homeowner? Check this out and we'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying this show. But just in case if you was wondering, how in the world do we rent these properties or lease them? And what does the conversation sound like that we're telling the homeowner to convince them to rent their house to us? That's one of the biggest things in this business, and I want to give it to you. So text the word PURPOSE, PURPOSE, to the phone number 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the exact guide to what we say, how do we dress, how do we find them, everything you need to know in terms of to get your first property. We put it in the ebook. And again, it's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. Text the word PURPOSE to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. All right, guys, we are back. And as we get ready to close, I want to answer at least, let's do a rapid fire. I'll answer 7 questions real fast.
Questions.
So really quick questions. And if you're on TikTok, you need to come to YouTube so I can see your question. But I'll take the next 7 questions. I also want to talk about our coaching. Morris here, who's also one of our grant givers. Morris, one of my assistants. I'm not sure what she's got up her sleeve today. She told me she was going to probably drop some kind of special. But if you're interested in our coaching, just type the word me in the chat. Let me gauge it that way first. If you're interested in our one-on-one coaching, type the word me in the chat. If you're interested in our DIY, where you don't really get me, but you get all the coaching, all the curriculum, all the paperwork, we build your website, that's our DIY. Type DIY in the chat, because I also don't want to waste anybody's time. But I do want to talk about this, right? I rarely mention this, but I want to talk about this today. We often talk about who is this ILF for? I want to talk about who is it not for. Right. It looks like we got something on screen from Mar. Let me see. Mar says, if you're ready to start your ILF journey today, he put caps on today, reach out to me to avail our grants for our programs. The first 3 people to email me at support@forstonconsultants.com would have the chance to grab that. So let me put a little bit of a nail in that. This is not for a conversation. This is not for questions. Mar is not there to do that. Sounds like she want to give somebody a discount.
Ooh.
And a scholarship. And scholarship don't mean a full ride. Let me know, Mar. Mar, you doing 15 or give me the number of what you're doing, Mar. Put in the chat. What are you doing? Because if you're doing that 15, I just want to announce it because I want people to really know what this is. Every now and again, we'll get fancy. And Mara wants to be a blessing to somebody.
Yeah.
So if you feel called to this and you ready to go and you would like a discounted version of our coaching, and let me know, Mara, if you want to do, let me check first before I say it. I don't want to get in trouble because Mara controls this whole thing. I don't. Let me see. Mara, can you put that number in the chat of what you're trying to do? Or you want to do the 1500? Let me know, Mar. So I'll just say this. Whatever Mar puts in the chat, I'm going to allow 3 people to do that. And remember, again, this is not for a conversation. Because now if you do want a conversation, we do that too. You text more info.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Mar just said we will bless the first 3 people with a $1,500 discount, not grant as in you pay $1,500. Our coaching is $4,997.
Yeah.
You can take $1,500 from that right now today. And that's a blessing for the first 3 people.
Wow, that's good.
So if you want a phone call, you got questions, again, no problem. Just text more info to that phone number scrolling below, and Mar will set you up with our webinar and then a phone call with our team to answer every question you have.
Yes.
But if there's 3 people that say, Derek, I heard enough, bro, and I'm ready to go. And if you're going to give me $1,500 off of that price, Derek, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want that, you should be one of the 3 people. And type in the chat so that somebody said, well, Derek, I typed it, but y'all didn't choose me. Right now, type the word me if you one of those people. And Mar, watch this chat. Because Mar, it's going to be 10 people.
But they need to text it.
But it's got to be the first 3.
Yeah.
So right
Text
now in the chat, I want to just say it with my eyes. But you need to email Mar if you're one of those 3. So text the word me if you want to see TikTok. You guys can't do that because you're not on YouTube. You don't even know what I'm offering probably.
They can email support. So tell TikTok they can email support at forstonconsultants.com. So again, if they're interested in that same
Prestige Home Decor says me. So in my mind already, that's one person. Somebody from a 904 number just did it. That may be Prestige Home Decor. But Mar, I'm telling you, Mar, 15 people are going to do this. But Mar, I'm taking the first 3 people that say, Derek, if your one-on-one coaching is $4,997, meaning almost $5,000, and you gonna give me $1,500 off of that today, Derek, I'm ready to go now. Text the word me in the chat.
Derek, can you take your cold toes off of me?
They that cold that you can feel them through your pants?
Yes.
Ooh.
Your feet are cold.
That's our new channel kind of stuff. She telling y'all my feet cold because I ain't wearing no socks. Y'all, she got on sweatpants and she can still feel my toes. So that must be pretty cold.
Can you please take your toes off?
That's why I'm ready for this new channel because I try to stay professional on this channel.
I'm sorry,
on
y'all.
the other one, y'all, I'm gonna act a fool. Understand me? Anyway, Carol says me. So that's 2 people, Mar. Cynthia says, I can't find it on YouTube. Well, Cynthia, if I were you, I would just email Mar and say, Mar, I'm one of those 3. Because again, guys, remember, I don't control this. That's Mar. I won't even know who did this. Because when I'm gone, Shan, I got something else to go do today. My mind won't even be on this. Y'all gonna probably talk to me next week or something. But I think I'm good, Mar. Mar, make sure you get Miss Carol Tulloch. I'm probably saying that wrong. And Mar, just so that you know, Carol is the sister of the lady I worked with for over 9 years. And that was Miss Sharon. Well, actually, you know what? Sharon wasn't there with me from like day one. So I don't know. Now, Sharon's still there, if I can remember. If I'm wrong, Carol to tell me. But we worked together for many years. So Carol is the sister. So let's make sure we really take care of Miss Carol. In fact, I tell you what, I'm so nice. I won't even count Carol in that. Carol can come on in, but I'm gonna allow one more person because Carol's almost like family already.
Right.
Because of her sister, and she's been around. So Mara, instead of 3 people, because of Carol, I'm gonna let 4 people actually do that. And if you want some kind of discount on the DIY, just because I want to be a nice guy today and my birthday next month, Mara, you allowed to also give somebody a $200 discount on the DIY. Only today, not tomorrow, not that I get paid next week. Mara, none of that stuff. Everybody that will text you today, Mara, is for today. But if they want to call to talk, no problem. We'll set it up. Because I want nobody to make a decision without not having all the information.
Right.
Most of y'all know it and you ready to go. You guys are the ones that I call that you move at the speed of instruction or move at the speed of revelation. So I'm done with that. I want to go into who is this not for. We always talk about who is it for.
Yeah, I love that.
Mar, if you can drop that down off that screen, that other writing, I want to move that out of the way where it says, if you're ready to start. Perfect. Thanks, Mar. See, that's why I'm glad I got an assistant on Saturdays now. That's easy. This is who this is not for. Out of all of what you just heard, if you believe that this is a get rich quick scheme, you just found the wrong YouTube channel. I asked you earlier to give me 9 months of your life, and that ain't even really long. Yeah. But some people get in this and want to be like me and Shay in 3 weeks. It don't work like that.
It sure don't.
But I coach a lot of people that in 90 days, they look real close to me and Shay. But that's not everybody's story. So I tell you, give me 6 to 9 months of your life, and I can guarantee if you follow the instruction and you keep God in your back pocket and me in your left pocket, you gonna succeed. There's proof already in the pudding. This ain't no concept I'm trying to do.
Right.
Guys, I left my job to do this full time and moved her from a job that was paying her 80 grand a year. You don't leave an $80,000 a year job to try something. I said, babe, we got something, and you got to leave that job. You ready? She said, babe, I'm ready.
Not 80,
one of the best decisions we've ever made in our life was to leave corporate America. But it's not for you if things don't work out really fast for you and you quit. This also ain't for you. So if you don't have patience, if you don't understand business, because watch this, there's a real statistic that says that most businesses don't make nothing in the first 2 years. You don't become profitable with the business less than 2 years. But oh, we found one that if you do it the right way, and remember again, if you go by the statistics, you should give yourself 2 years to be successful. I'm only asking for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
People who can't find the time to work on this business, if you often say, man, I'm so busy, this ain't gonna work for you. Dirk, I got a 9-to-5 job. Where I'm gonna find the time at? Guys, I can teach you that.
You gotta be.
Tons of the people on our coaching got a job. And then eventually you leave those jobs unless you got a great job that don't bother you. You got a great boss. You come when you want to and you leave when you get ready. You guys that got great jobs that don't give you a headache, you're going to keep your job for a little while and we're going to teach you and train you when to leave or maybe never leave if you got a great job that don't bother you.
Exactly.
My brother kept his job.
Yep.
But if you say, Derek, man, I just can't find the time. I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't going to make it at this because you got to advertise and market. If people don't know you, how you going to fill those empty beds?
Exactly.
People that tend to quit easily. Again, if you say, man, you know what? I did start 6 businesses last year. I ain't really finished none of them.
We got
people ever said to you, man, you keep starting stuff and you never finish. This probably might not be for you. This takes time.
Patience, effort, hard work.
Boy, when it's built, Shay, it'll run itself.
Listen, consistency. You got to be consistent.
Shay, if they lack patience, talk about that then. Shay, jump in.
You will end up all messed up, right? Because it's going to take patience in a lot of areas, right? I'm somebody that wants to see results quick. I think we all are. We've been acclimated to this microwave society, right? Where everything's done fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. But when it comes to business, that's like me. When I started the nonprofit, I wanted grants immediately. Little did I know that the statistic is like you don't really start gaining good partnerships until your grant, your nonprofit is about 5 years old.
I agree, bro.
Until it's like 5 years old. And I didn't know that. And when someone told me that, I was like, well, why not? Why? You know, but you have to be patient. Because again, when you start learning the whys behind why you need that patience, it makes you a better person in your business. It helps you to understand more, helps you to develop things a little bit better as well to help you reach other goals. So you've got to be patient. Again, dealing with this population, dealing with business in general, the ebbs and flows of our society, the ebbs and flows of the economy, the ebbs and flows of everything. So you've got to be patient. You've got to have patience as your number one virtue. Well, second to faith. You've got to have patience. So, and that's
if you're also somebody that lacks patience with results, meaning like Derek, I've been in this for 3 months and I ain't got no calls yet. Well, that may happen to you. Some people get this and in 3 days they phone ring off the hook.
Yeah.
Katara Johnson is one of my favorite stories. Sis, if you still here, shout me out and she's here. Katara, can you tell the people, even though I'm going to say it, can you tell the people that it took you 3 years to be around us and in this coaching to now you taking over your whole city? But watch this, y'all. I always tell Katara's story for this one reason, because I'll admit, I don't want none of y'all to be Katara's story. It shouldn't take you 3 years, but that was her route. That's how God wanted to guide her. But most of my new people, 30, 60, and 90 days from meeting me, they're up and running with the house and people in it.
I got a question.
Some of y'all can't even imagine that. Go ahead, Shay. I'm sorry.
Katara told me that something was supposed to happen at the end of the year. I mean, at the end of the summer. I want to know if it happened.
Ask it in the chat then, unless you know what you're talking about.
Did we leave all them jobs?
Katara met us with like 5 jobs, y'all. Right? She's a go-getter. She's a hustler. She supports and carries her family.
Katara said she was leaving the last one.
The last we heard, she quit them all. Well, excuse me.
Not all.
She resigned from them all except one.
Except for one. And
Shay is trying to see, did you leave that last one?
We had a possible end date. Yes, slow and steady.
But back to my story, as she answered that other one.
Let me know about that.
Katara, somebody that came up and got the master class. She did the webinar. She did other events. Then got the coaching, the one-on-one. But now she's the preferred vendor in her city.
It's so
changing lives in South Carolina.
In fact,
our whole event was surrounded by Katara. But watch this. My prayers for none of y'all to take 3 years to get started. The devil is a liar. In fact, say, God, can you not let me be like Katara's story on the side where it took so long? God, can you expedite it? But make me the preferred vendor in my city, just like Katara.
Exactly.
Because now Katara has multiple properties, multiple businesses. She's got a team, a virtual assistant, and she's carrying the weight of affordable housing in South Carolina.
Come on, man.
If you ain't no hater, because one thing she always did too, she celebrated other people before it was her turn. Katara, you probably can't count how many people you celebrated before God gave you your first house. My brother always told you, sis, that God was going to respect you and honor you and bless you because you did that. You sat back and watched a bunch of people get started even after you found us.
And Derek, we're actually going to post Katara's story because we did a whole interview.
Still made it.
We did a whole interview with Katara and her husband while we were in.
Oh, she says job free. I work for me. We gotta make a whole post about that.
Oh my God.
So right now, can all of y'all say, God,
I'm sorry,
you know respect of person. You love Katara just like you love me. She found Derek with 4 or 5 jobs and now don't have one of them and running this thing. Lord have mercy. I celebrated plenty, bro, and still do. Congrats.
Ooh, Katara.
Can 10 of y'all celebrate somebody that's where you were a couple years ago?
You know how excited I am for her now?
That is so exciting.
Katara. Oh my God. So
let me keep going and let me finish because I want to give it a shake. Go ahead.
Okay. So y'all get to know more about Katara, and if we did an amazing interview. Katara, I'm going to send it to you first so you can approve if there's any edits, any cuts needed. You get that. Come back to this channel. Katara's story will be on this channel. The goal is every time we do an ILF anywhere is we're going to get the story behind the person we are highlighting. And Katara's story, their story. And
we want to make sure, sis, we're going to send it to you first. Because remember, there's a part of your story we want to make sure that everybody's okay to get it. Right? Okay. And she'll know what I mean by that. Okay.
Oh my goodness. But I'm so proud of you.
That is so good.
So proud of you. I know Otis is looking down, cheering you.
My brother is shaking heaven right now with his heavy self going, go, sis. Otis is shaking heaven celebrating. Otis knew before us because you didn't tell us.
Right. He's going whole thing.
As we get ready to close again, I'm just only showing who does this not work for. Katara was not a skeptic. She didn't come to me saying, well, Derek, man, that sounds good, but man, y'all made it up. This probably only work for you, Derek. Derek, you in Florida. I'm in South Carolina. This probably don't work for me. Guys, if you are a natural skeptic, someone not easily convinced, having doubts or reservations about something that's already working, get out of here. Okay? A person who doubts or questions accepted opinions, meaning again, let me calm it down. I just told y'all this ain't no thing that we're trying to do. We do this and it works everywhere. All 50 states.
Yep.
Someone who doesn't easily believe things without proof, we call them a doubting Thomas, and often needs strong evidence before accepting something as true.
Wow.
If you like that, this probably won't work for you unless you say, wow, Derek, I do see that y'all have done this and you've taught multiple people. You didn't know Katara. Katara found you and you taught her, and she's now family.
Yeah.
But y'all don't even live like close. She's 9 hours away from you, Derek. Exactly. That's why November 1st in Jacksonville, Florida, we're bringing this event that's called the ILF Anywhere Tour, where we want to show you somebody that's like Katara, but her name is Tiffany Richardson. Yeah. Just like y'all didn't know what this was, but now has got a property and found the landlord that owns 55 properties in her city. And already said, when you need your next one, just give me a call and we'll keep them coming.
That's Lord
have mercy. That's my prayer for y'all. And you don't have to find 15 landlords for 15 houses. My prayer for you is, hey, God, can you send me one guy that owned the whole city, that owned 50, 60, 80 properties? And every time I need one, God, he offer it to me. God, give me favor with you first, but give me favor with man in my city to make this dream in my heart come true.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving y'all the prayer.
That's
so, Shay, for me, these are the kind of the people that really naturally don't do well at this. People that are skeptics.
We've seen
and then the last thing, and I'll go.
We've seen it.
People who are unwilling or not willing to lift their brand.
Yep.
And lift for us means what? LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Take a picture of that or write it down. We call it lift. If you don't have a lift, how you gonna lift your brand without LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok?
Come on, Derek.
When 95% of all of our patients, tenants, clients, whatever word you use, they coming through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Because guess what my team's job is when they answer that phone? Good morning. Thank you for calling Second Chance Housing. How can we help today? Then we get that and say, well, ma'am, how did you find us? Oh, I saw Derek running his big mouth on TikTok. Most of y'all are here right now because you saw me somewhere running his big mouth. Call me a liar. 10 of y'all tell me in the chat, Derek, I found you on TikTok. Derek, it was Facebook. Derek, I found you on Instagram. And that's where that comes from. So lifting your brand through the roof is what's going to get that phone ringing off the chain to change your network, to change your net worth.
Yeah.
On you, Miss Shay.
And Shauna said that one of her TikTok posts has 12,000 views. I hope you put your affiliate link at the bottom of that TikTok in that description.
Is it now? What is that post about specifically, Shonda?
That's LaShonda.
Oh, is it? Houston. Oh, Shonda from was it HOU? LaShonda. LaShonda, I agree. Then you're family to us. If that's a post, I hope you put the bottom part that says, "You want to know how I learned how to do this? My big brother Derek, along with God and his wife, can change your life. Click my link below and he'll guide you too." Yeah, I hope you did that because that's 12,000 chances for you to make $2,000 per person.
Exactly.
So if you lost right now, what I'm literally talking about, we have an affiliate link that all of y'all can have because everything that we do, you guys can be affiliate of it. Prime example, if you introduce somebody to me today and they buy my package, I'll pay you $2,000.
Using your affiliate link.
But you got to use your affiliate link.
Correct.
Because we pay 40%. 40% of mine, 4,997 is like $2,000. If you introduce somebody to our big package that's $20,000, I'll give you $8,000 cash money in your pocket.
No, say it right.
Cash money in your pocket. Let's take a break, guys. We'll be right back. I hope you guys are enjoying the information, and we super appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, though, if you want to be an affiliate of what we do to get 40% of it, make sure you guys text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. And remember, I pay 40% of whatever you sell. All right, we are back. Shay, any questions that we missed? I was supposed to answer 7 questions. Did I do that?
At the very beginning of the room. Let me look. Somebody asked if it was appropriate to do this housing model in Missouri.
Yes,
I saw that.
We have people in Missouri already. And just to answer the question overall, our coaching works in all 50 states.
And then someone also asked, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm not pulling up the question because I'm skimming through these.
If you missed a chance to write a question, I'm taking 6 more. Just go ahead and type it now so she don't have to find it, and I'll knock them out. 6 more questions.
Kobe McBride asked, do they have to attend both days? No. So there are 2 separate tickets for the Jacksonville event. The VIP is the first day only. And that is
just got suspended again.
Oh Lord, for what you did now.
TikTok just suspended me, y'all. I'm not sure what for.
Oh, like
Marcus, I'm giving out that number. Who knows? I'm gonna appeal it. We're gonna take it to trial.
Derek stays suspended on TikTok. But yeah, so Jacoby McBride asked about the attendance. No, so you don't have to take both days. You can do the 197 ticket, and that's for the first day. The 397 is for both days with the house tour. So day 2 is a house tour of the actual running independent living facility. Again, that's 197. And with this ILF Anywhere event, you get our HRA, which is the Housing Referral Agency Business in a Box. So that is a digital course of how to start your own housing referral agency. So, and the fun thing about it is the housing referral agency is pretty much the what do I want to call it? The foundational aspects of starting a ILF, right? It's how does your phone get to ringing? What connections are you making? How are you set up? Do you have documents, your standard operating procedures? All of those things are involved in that course, And that course is only sold. It's only a part of our ILF Anywhere event. Last year, that course was like what, $2,500 or something like that. And now we've pulled it off of our listings because the DIY, it's included in that. So it's included in all of our bigger products, but we took that away. And that is now a product that is issued when we do events. That is
super cheap code. I hope you guys are understanding what she's saying. You guys can get a $2,500 product for only $197. And what's really cool is, just like the last event, some of you all are not even coming. You're just buying it to get that course. Very smart of you. So let you hear me say this. If you can't come, buy the ticket anyway.
Correct.
You get a $2,500 coaching that I sold last year that's not even on my website anymore. And it's called the HRA, Housing Referral Agency Business in a Box. Guys, it comes with a virtual assistant, our software, all the paperwork, the teachings for $197.
Exactly.
A lot of y'all should just buy that just to get the product, whether you coming to Jacksonville or not. Oh, I hope they understand what that is, Shay, because if they're new to us, they may not get it. But Mara, make sure that you put on screen about what we're talking about with the Jacksonville event one more time. I saw a question about Jacksonville. Let's put up the information. There it is. Perfect. So November 1st and 2nd, day 2 is only for the elite members. So if you pay that $397, in fact, there's two married couples bought them yesterday. And guys, remember, I told you that those tickets are limited because we're not bringing 50 people to a ILF. That's just too much. Remember, this is a live ILF. People live in it. So we want to respect them too. So I'll admit, guys, I'm probably going to take less than 6 more of those tickets, and that's it. The 197, you can sell those out. Okay. But that $397 elite ticket for day 2, probably 6 more people, and that's a done deal.
Correct.
Just to make sure that we keep the respect level where it needs to be with the people that live there and the provider, who's Tiffany Richardson. We got to respect her time and her day as well, because she's doing us a favor by letting y'all do this.
Correct.
Okay. So just to answer that question one more time, day 1, just the information, lots of it. Tons of hours. Day 2 is the walkthrough and the continuation of your questions of what you just saw.
Yeah.
So if you don't come to day 2, you won't even think of things to ask me because you won't see what they're going to see.
I'll be honest.
So please come to day 2
because it gives people, the proof of concept brings more questions. And when you're walking through the concept, it's great to get the questions answered right there at the gamble, what they call it. That's a British statement. So meaning right there at the scene, right there in the point of action, at the point of action. So you're going to get that information right there, answers to your questions. We do that very intimately. The way we did it last time was, we had several, what I'll call them mods that walked you through the home and kind of answer questions. So it would either be myself and Derek, or it may be Tiffany, or it may be Maurice and Carly that are walking you through the house and answering your ILF questions. And then we always meet, outside and discuss, excuse me, as well. So just make sure you're there. You want to be there. You want to be there.
And then one more thing I saw as a question, I'll just show a slide to answer it. But these are the populations that we most serve. There's lots of them, but I'll admit these first two are my favorite, but it's also what my community calls for. So where I live at in Orlando, Florida, they're screaming for the military veterans and the elderly adults.
Correct.
Watch me be real honest with you and tell you this, though. I do not house teenagers aging from the foster care system. That's not my ministry. That's not what my community dictates. That's not what my phone rings for. And I'll admit, that's not what I'm set up for. Right. Derek, my lifestyle, my patience, all of that goes into that. So we teach you guys that if you're not built for the teens aging from foster care, don't get involved in that. Yep. You will do more of a disservice. But if you say, no, Derek, I got a heart for the young. Derek, I want to do that. Knock yourself out. But a lot of people that say that, they have no clue what that population is like.
It's a lot of work.
And it's not their fault. It's that because how they were raised, how they were born into drugs, addiction, abuse. Not because the kid just so crummy. His lifestyle made him that way. And if you don't know it and take it on, and your lifestyle can't, meaning that you got 5 jobs, you got 3 entrepreneurship endeavors, you got 3 kids, a needy husband, and 4 dogs. You can't deal with that population. Your time is thin.
Yeah, it makes it.
But the elderly adult, the military veteran, he don't need nothing from you but a roof over his head.
Correct.
My favorite. Okay, so I'm done with that part. Any other questions, Shay? We can get them out of here.
I think I answered all of the questions.
Oh, and Mar just texted me and said only one person text her. 5 of y'all put that in the chat. So if you didn't send that email to Mar, it's like you never did it. So guys, don't forget, remember, we're giving a $1,500 discount today only for the ILF Mastery Blueprint.
Correct.
And if you text Mar, you email Mar, my assistant, at support@forstonconsultants.com and say, Mar, I want to be one of those 3. How do I take out them $1,500 from that $4,997? Exactly. She's going to give you the instruction. But Mar, I'm already giving you permission right now that if nobody else does it, give the other 2 to somebody maybe on Monday when we come back.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to beg somebody to change their life either. Right? So watch this too, guys. If you're new to us, 7 days a week, we're right here on YouTube. 7 days a week. So watch this. 6 of those days is 7 p.m. Eastern. The only day that it's not at 7 p.m. is Saturdays, like today, is 10 a.m. Eastern. But every day besides Saturday, guys, is at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Bring a pencil and paper. Take notes. Bring your family.
Ask questions.
Ask questions and soak up the knowledge that we're giving y'all. Because a lot of my coaching that's on here, guys, is stuff I can charge for. Because I'll be honest, my real coaching is for people that say, Derek, I want you to hold my hand. Because there's no question that you guys can have that's not on a video that we got already.
Right.
But if you say, Derek, them videos are great, but I want to be able to call you. I want to be able to have part of your team. I want your back end. So get in now, guys, because remember, January of next year, my coaching is real different. The pricing, the accessibility, all these things I've been doing for 8-9 years of giving y'all my phone number, call me every day. That's over with in January. Unless you're grandfather into the old way. Those people will still be able to have that until I change that one day. But in January, my new people, you guys can't just call me every day. You won't have my personal phone number. Mar is building an AI version of Derek that's available 24/7, 365 days a year. That one can answer questions, but Derek, me, I'm not.
That is gonna be fun. I can't wait for that.
For 9 years on this side of it, I've been doing that, giving y'all my personal number. And remember, if you got that, you keep it because you got it. But if you sign up in January 1st through the 30th or whatever, you get that new version of my coaching, which is still going to be good. You just don't get a bunch of me. Those days and years are over, and God is good, and I appreciate that. So, Shay, I think we're done. Mar also put the address. So great. Thanks, Mar. Anybody that was looking for the address, that's also it.
Yeah, you get it in the text message. There's also hotels in the area. That's all on the website, ilfconsulting.org. ilfconsulting.org. So you can buy your tickets there. or you can text CITY, CITY to 407-326-0086. Get your tickets because I'm telling you, time is running
And
out.
for $197, you almost doing yourself a disservice if you don't come. Shay, as we close, tell the people what you like to do to show your love back to people, but not beat them over the head with the Bible talking about let's go to church.
Right.
How do you show the love of God?
I do the spa days. I spend time with my ladies, but the spa days are honestly the biggest thing that I do. Meals, it's times where I say, hey, I'm going to order, a meal for everybody. I'm going to sponsor, not sponsor. What is it? Have catering set up or sent to the houses. But the spa day, where these women are pampered, where they are, just loved on, not just by me, but the board of directors show up. Some of my board members make themselves available and they come to the events and we just hang out. They get to know us a little bit more intimately. We get to know them way more. And then we just share experience. We talk, we uplift them. And at the same time, they're being pampered, whether it's haircuts or, manicures, pedicures, massages. It's just beautiful, man. Yeah. Makeup. And we do all of that. So those are things that you can implement once you get this thing functioning, right? What can you do to give back to the people that you're housing to make them feel better? So that's what the Angela Denise Foundation does.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I just want to say thank you all again, especially to all the new people that just discovered us. I hope that we said something today that can spur you into action.
Yeah.
And also looking for you that we want you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, this one, because there's over 1,000 videos under the videos tab, the live tab. So on YouTube, there's a videos tab and a live tab. Watch them both, but I always push people to the live tab because that's our long content where it's just hours of us just talking and giving the game. Over 1,000 videos, guys, are under that tab. So again, there's nothing you can think of to ask me that's not already there. And then we want to see you come back on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Join us again live right here to ask more questions from what you saw.
Yeah.
Become my friend also on Facebook. I want to make sure that you guys are able to befriend me. So on Facebook, at Derek Forston, become my friend. But more importantly, when you get there, be nosy. Go and look at all the stuff. And again, information. Forget the friend thing. Be nosy, right? And go and learn and soak up the information. Because I assume most of y'all that find us, that your dream is one day you do want to leave your job.
Right.
Out of 100%, 5% of y'all that say, Derek, I'm going to keep my job, bro, because it's cool and nobody bother me. But 95% of y'all, in fact, put in the chat before we go, who's under like me, meaning that when I found this, I want to go. Who said, Derek, I'm ready to leave my job, bro. I ain't keeping mine. Let me know in the chat. Well, if you are one of those 5%, say, Derek, man, I got a pretty cool job. I want to get my coaching from you, bro, to find out how I keep them both. And I can leave my real job when I see things pick up on the ILF.
Yeah.
So put in the chat. You said, Derek, I'm going to keep my job for a while. Or if you say, Derek, I'm ready to go like you did, bro, put in the chat. I just want to see who is that. Other than that, Shay, they sure can. Qatar came to y'all with like 4 or 5 jobs.
And now she got none.
Consistently worked them. And one of those was in the social service field. So she's not foreign to this, but she never done this side.
So proud of Qatar,
right?
Man.
So we always tell people, man, you can call this whatever you want to, but at the end of the day, what we're really doing, we're managing people.
Yeah. And
Qatar has gotten really good at managing people because that's what makes this scalable so that you can grow it. But you moving in a bunch of knuckleheads, you're going to have the police there every day, the fire department, and the ambulance.
It's going to be a hot
So
mess.
you guys need the right coaching. In fact, it's biblical that talks about how can you accomplish something without the right advice from people that are smarter than you?
Yeah.
Get consulting, get in all you're getting, get understanding. Get the knowledge of this. We perish for a lack of knowledge. We don't do well in life for a lack of knowledge. We don't do good in business for a lack of knowledge. God, that's biblical. That ain't Derek. That's Bible. Yep. So get the knowledge where it's freely being given. And if you say, well, Derek, I can't afford your coaching. Well, soak up the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But also we offer financing through Klarna and Afterpay. So somebody saying, wow, bro, you should have said that 40 minutes ago, Derek. I didn't know that. Well, we do. Klarna and Afterpay are 2 choices. They got Cash App, all kind of stuff. that you can pay for this.
Apple Pay.
And think about all the things that you done spent on your life that didn't bring you back nothing. Christmas coming up, bunch of y'all gonna buy a bunch of stuff that ain't gonna bring back nothing. Purchase a Christmas gift for yourself and buy this thing, the coaching, either the DIY or the one-on-one coaching, or join us 7 days a week right here on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna let Shay bless you guys, and I'm gonna pray you guys out of here, man. And I love y'all like a fat kid loves cake. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern right here, Sunday, but Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern again. So go to church tomorrow. Tell God what you heard today. Say, God, I want to get in that. Look like you involved in it too, God. Can you get me in that like Shay and Derek and blow me up too? He's no respecter of person. So tell God about this. Tell him you want to be in it. Pretend he didn't even see this or hear this today. And then put action behind your words. Because faith without works is dead. On you, Miss Shay.
Follow our new channel. Married to the Mission. Man, super excited about that again. I'm always super excited. I'm just super excited.
I'm telling you. Good stuff, Shay.
But I am. We get to share some things that we've been holding on to for a long time. And just like I shared with you all today about, my employment debacle and the passing of my mom and all of that, you'll hear a lot more of that. We want to inspire you. It's not all roses. It's not always easy. We've been teetering around the topic of the 18 months that we went through that were it was rough. Yeah. We're going to dive down. We're going to talk about that. And that'd probably be a good one for Lynette to kind of maybe have Lynette come in and pull some questions out of us on that one. Maybe have that more of an interview style. Okay. I
love that.
Yeah, love that. Love Lynette. She's awesome.
Did you guys enjoy today? Put your hands together if you enjoyed today.
Yeah.
I think that's how they say in church, right? You guys enjoyed this good news today? All right.
So the Mission, make sure you follow us.
Oh, yeah. So if you just joined us, don't forget what she was just talking about was our new YouTube channel. So when we end this today, I would love to see that if we got 25 new subscribers, that would make me really excited, right? 25 new subscribers before we even put a video out. So one more time, guys.
It's going to be good for tomorrow.
Our new channel is called Married to the Mission, Forston's Unfiltered. One more time, Married to the Mission. In fact, can you put it on screen, Mar, the link? And Mar, also put the link in the chat. Married to the Mission, the Forstons Unfiltered. Yeah. Shay, is that it?
That's it.
All right. So Diamond, we appreciate you. Kayla, Miss Cynthia, we appreciate you. Mary, we appreciate you.
Find the channel. So if you go to YouTube and just type in, I think it's
Forston's Unfiltered.
Unfiltered. And that's FORSTON. So it's Forston's Unfiltered.
But I'd imagine if you just type in Married to the Mission, it also pops up. It should.
No, it's going to be at Forston's Unfiltered. Yep.
Two of y'all put in the chat, how did y'all find it? What did y'all type in just to help anybody else? And then people that will see it on the replay, they'll see in the chat. And other than that, man, we are here and I are going to go. We got some work to do today on Power Stream Solutions side.
Oh, look at that. I found it. Yay. Forston's, one word, Unfiltered. That's a ad because we don't have no videos there yet. So that's it right there. You see it?
Good stuff. So we're excited about that, guys. So let me also implore you guys to start a YouTube channel. 10?
Yes.
I want to see 25.
Oh, okay. Thank y'all.
But thank y'all anyway. Thank y'all so much. We'll appreciate that. Let me pray you guys out of here, and I am gone. Let me see. All right, perfect. So, Father God, thank you so much for the seed that was sown today. God, thank you for the ability to give what you gave Shay and I. Father God, by your mercy and your grace, do the same for these people, but God, do it 10 times bigger. And Father God, let not anything stop what you've already put in their heart. God, it didn't take me to come in here to tell these people that they should do this. You've already had a conversation with them. They can feel it. And some of them can even taste it, God, because it's that close. So, God, can you give these people the mind of Christ and an able body to do what you've already called them to do? Yes, God, we believe in this thing that's called procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give us more time for something he's already told us to do. Father God, help us not procrastinate. In fact, God, we stomp on the head of procrastination today.
Yes.
And God, thank you for allowing these people to move at the speed of instruction to do what you've called them to do. Father God, bring about all the social workers and the case managers. Bring about all the help. God, everything they need to make this possible. God, give it to them and make the way easy. God, also make these people rich and add no sorrow. And God, will be ever so careful to give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. And again, God, allow these people that when they start to talk about it to other folks, allow it to kind of just bounce off the page. Some of the best things since sliced bread. Allow people to be in agreement with what this is. God, give them favor with men in their city, and God, give them favor with you first. Because God, if you give us favor, everything else works. So God, we just gonna say thank you right now in advance for what you're gonna do for these people. And God, continue to make Shay and I the best at this. God, we'll take no credit. In fact, we'll tell people that it's the goodness of God that allows us to be successful.
Yes,
it's not Derek. It's not Shay. It's not because we're so good, but God, it's because of your mercy and your grace and your hand upon our business and our life. God, extend our life today. Extend our health today. Again, God, give us land and buildings and houses that we did not build.
Yes.
And again, God, we'll give you the glory, you the honor, and you the praise. And again, we say thank you. And now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great. If you believe that, say amen. And we'll see you guys every day of the week at 7 p.m. except on Saturdays. Yep. Every Saturday, we'll see you guys at 10 a.m. Eastern. You guys be great and go and change the world through affordable housing.
Love y'all.
Who told you that you couldn't start your own independent living facility? I bet you it was somebody that hasn't even gotten started and don't even know what they're talking about. November the 1st, if I were you, I would be coming to Jacksonville, Florida to Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church, and I would get my tickets at ilfconsulting.org. That way you can hear it from the trademark owners themselves. Derek, that's me, and my beautiful wife, Shay. Let us show you how to start your own housing program without the need to own the property or without a $30,000 sprinkler system. What if you made $5,000 extra every month by doing God's will and being involved in real estate? Would you get involved? And just in case if you didn't know it, my name is Derek Forston, and I go all over the world showing people how to start their own independent living facility. And I don't do it alone. I do it with my wife, Shay, who teaches the nonprofit side of what we do. November 1st, we're going to see you in the place. Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church, Jacksonville, Florida. Visit ilfconsulting.org, and we'll see you on the other side of success. If you could resign from your job in the next 30 days, what would you do? If I told you that you can start your own independent living facility and you didn't need a degree, you didn't have to own the property, and it did not require a $30,000 sprinkler system. At Forston Consultants, my wife and I teach folks how to start their own independent living facility. And remember what I just said, it doesn't require a license and you don't have to own the property. So we rent and we lease these places. Then we connect with social workers and case managers. That serves as our funnel system. And that's how we take people from homeless to hopeful. If you're interested in that, join us in Jacksonville, Florida. It's our next and our last live event of this year. So November 1st, Jacksonville, Florida. And you guys can visit ilfconsulting.org for all the information and purchase your tickets. And we'll see you there. Did you know that starting your own independent living facility did not require a license? Did you also know that Shay and I are coming to Jacksonville, Florida to show you step by step exactly how we do it? November the 1st, Jacksonville, Florida at Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church. Don't miss it because we're going to show you how to change your life, literally using real estate and the love of God. Visit ilfconsulting.org and we'll see you in Jacksonville, Florida to change your life.